Yeah, hi all. Very good morning. Please confirm when before starting the session, is everyone able to join this Google Class Notes? Please confirm once everyone joined or anyone facing any issues for downloading or I hope the recording links also everyone can see, right? Do one thing today, end of the session. Please provide all your emails to me in WhatsApp or Google Class Notes. Anything is fine. Okay. Please mention in the WhatsApp. Okay. What I need is next tomorrow onwards or day after tomorrow, the links which are not accessible all who are give the emails those persons can access. Okay, we have the email protection are there. Whenever you can log in using the email, then only you can access the videos. Maybe tomorrow or day after tomorrow, today you can provide the all your emails. Okay, and I will put all those emails on that Google Drive. Okay, then only you guys can access those files, otherwise you guys don't access those files. Okay, clear everyone?
Yes.
Yeah. Uh, just give me a second. I am sharing my screen. Please confirm. Are you guys visible my screen?
Yes.
Just give me a second. Yeah. Uh, is everyone
Right.
installed Anaconda? Can you please guys confirm Anaconda installation is done? More on the data
Yes.
analysis who are going further for data analysis. Uh, they need to install. Nilesh, what happened? I think that link is not working for you. Mm,
I didn't try. I'll try today.
yeah, you can try. No worries on that. It will be work. Otherwise, you can pin me personally. I will teach you.
Sure.
Okay,
Yeah, done.
no worries
Thanks.
on that. But the thing is, you install PyCharm. That's absolutely fine. Okay, anything. Those two are the IDEs only. When you are writing the codes on Python, right? We can use the PyCharm or Anaconda. I more teach on Anaconda because why I teach on Anaconda, I will show you. Okay, I will teach you before going to introduce one concept in Python. After that, I do some write the some code in Anaconda. At that time, I can teach you why I am teaching in the Anaconda instead of why I can teach you in Anaconda Jupyter notebook instead of PyCharm. Okay, don't worry on that. Yeah. Let's fine. Let's start the today concept. Very important concept in the real time. It's a very, very crucial role. Okay. The next concept is just give me a second. Comments in Python. Anyone have any idea what is comments? Generally, any programming language, it's there, not only Python. It's a very important when you work on the real time. What is use case of comments?
Basically, to describe the line of the code, like how.
Yeah, yeah. It's absolutely fine. Let's understand here. Yeah, helps to other to understand the code. Yeah, that absolutely fine. Assume the scenario who don't know. Okay, please listen carefully. Okay, if you see this is your computer or your code, your file, something. Okay, here you can write some code. I am talking about the real time scenario. I am talking about the real time scenario. There is, you can work for this project, maybe 2 years you can work. Okay, you can work for 2 years. You can build thousands of lines of the code, not a single line, not a plus b, not b plus c, not that. There is a lot of logics you can create it, lot of logics you can create it, right? Everyone have their own approach when you write the code. Everyone have their own approach. As a fresher, he can write one way. Okay, as an experienced person, he can write, maybe some code doesn't understand the freshers. Okay, whenever you can write the code, all code you can elaborate. How you can elaborate? Using comments. This is a very important. After you leave the company, okay, some other person will be further replacing or any purpose, okay, without giving the more KT. Anyway, the KT sessions will be there, but without giving the more KT, if he see the comments of the code, comments of the function, then he can understand what is the purpose of this particular function. Don't worry about the function, I will teach you. Okay, what is the purpose of using this code in this particular file? Okay, for that the comments are very important. Let's understand what are the comments in Python, how many type of comments in Python. Let's discuss step by step. Okay, we have total two types of comments in Python. Everyone, please confirm. I changed the this theme. Is everyone see this white screen? Everyone, is that understandable? What I am drawing and what I am typing?
Yes.
Is it
Yes.
clear, right? Yeah. Two types of comments. Listen carefully. There is one of the drawback also there when I am teaching here. Two types of comments. Please listen carefully when I am asking. I am asked what I mentioned. Okay. The one is single line comments. Okay, the next one is multi-line comments. Okay, you can understand there is a two types of comments. Interview question: how many types of the comments? Two types of the comments. One is single line comment and another one is multi-line comments. Let's understand here. This is the Jupyter notebook. Slowly I will show you why you can use this Jupyter notebook, and after that when we go for data types or data, there is some other process I will show you how to open the Jupyter notebook and now discuss about the comments. Okay, I am writing one code. Don't worry about the what is the code. Okay, what is the logic and everything we can teach slowly. Okay, let's understand def add. Def add. Okay, here I am taking a equal to 10, b equal to 20, print a plus b. Okay, can you answer anyone what is the logic inside the function or inside this particular add? What is the logic? What I am doing here? Anyone? What I am doing inside this function? Please respond. This will use for you, not for me. Addition, right? If it's a basic, you know the addition, but someone doesn't understand this also. What is this add? What is this a? Okay, what we can call a, what we can call 10, what is b, what is 20, what is print statement, what is a plus b? Let's understand in the comments. We can declare here first single line comments. How can I declare? Suppose if I try to execute this, what happened? Some syntax error. Yeah, I think this we need. Yeah, It will be executed. You don't worry about the output. It can be executed because you don't get any error. It will be executed. I need to write some comment in this functionality. What I need to write? This is a add function to add numbers. Assume the scenario. If I am trying to execute what happened, anyone, you can see and explain me the what is the error. Please interact. If you take time also, no worries, it will be helpful for the future. Why this type of error you can face?
Maybe the comment should be within something.
Yeah, I can write in the normal way, right?
Because already you mentioned the add function there,
Okay.
so no use of writing the
Who can, may I know who, your name, your good name?
Manoj.
Manoj, yeah. Manoj, it's fine. I'm mentioning the add function, fine. But before the add function, can I don't write anything? It doesn't execute it. If I write a equal to 10, if I print a, it doesn't work. Let's try your scenario. Let's try Manoj. Let's try
Yeah,
your scenario. I am trying a equal to 10, print a. Okay. If I am trying to execute. Before the function, you can write anything. It will be executable, right? What you are told, right?
but
Yeah. Yeah, tell me.
not like it should be in something in close
In the
brackets or
comment mode, right?
comment mode. Yeah,
Comment mode. Java have their own comments, like something maybe in the some exclamatory mark, something in the JavaScript, right?
yeah, yes.
Coming to here, this is the comments in Python. How you can comment? Using hash. Using hash. If you put and if you try to execute, you don't get any error. How that Java JVM, we can talk about the interpreter. How the interpreter will be treated as a, when you put this hash symbol before any string, any letter, anything, it will be treated as a comment. Okay, now I am writing single line comments for the every line. Let's understand. This is a, say, add function with 0 arguments. You can see all these terminologies. Future I will ask what is 0 arguments. You can get in the future. Please remember carefully. Here the next line, what is the next line? Here a is a variable. What I am storing? Storing value 10. Just I am writing every line, but not needed for the real time. Y a equal to 10, b equal to 20. But I am teaching for you. It's a best practice. You can write it in the. If any complex logics will be there, compulsory, you can mention the comment in every line. Okay. Same here. B is a variable storing. If any mistakes, please correct it later. Value 20. Okay, here I am doing addition operation and print the data. Is now anyone can understand English, right? Everyone can understand English. When I see these comments, everyone can understand what is A, what is B, what is print statement, what is add, right? Right or wrong? Is everyone can understand, right?
Yes.
Please confirm. Yeah, fine. Then we can call it a single line comments. Single line comments. Assume the scenario, same scenario, just Assume the scenario def add same function. I am not writing, don't worry about the logic. Okay, same logic I am writing. A equal to 10, B equal to 20, and print A plus. Okay, assume the scenario. Here I write this is the add function. Okay, I want to write code in multiple lines. Please listen carefully. I want to write code in multiple lines, means the comment in multiple lines. Okay, what I do, this is a add function to add numbers below the line for adding a value and b value. We can use this function. We can use this function. What happen if I execute this code? Anyone? What happen if I execute this code? It will be executed or it will be give the error?
Error. It
Error.
will give error.
Error. Because here I put the as symbol for the comment mode. I need to put here also. Okay, like I have one more line here. Same function description, have one more line here. Maybe I have 3 to 4 lines. If I put every line has a single comment, it will be taken some time to put those as symbols and all. Okay, let's now we can introduce the multi-line comments. How you can declare multi-line comments? Single, triple quotes, or single double quotes. Let's listen carefully. Most of the scenario, if I execute, what happened? It will be executed. What interpreter understand? It will be comment. What interpreter will be understand? It will be a comment. This is also one drawback. I will explain once this concept is clear. Once this concept is clear, then I am going to explain. Okay, is it clear for single line comments and multi-line comments, everyone?
Yes.
Right? What is single line comment? What is multi-line comments? When we can use this single line comment and multi-line comments. Okay, next move to the next topic. Okay, next topic, DocString in Python. Okay, listen carefully. What is this DocString in Python? Okay, what I told here, here, when we discuss on very important in interview, when we discuss on comments, okay, we have how many types of comments? 2 types of comments. We have 2 types of comments, but actually only single line, single line comment only treated as a good single line comment only treated as a good comment. Why? Why multi-line comments not used more? Let's understand here. Why multi? What I told here, we have 2 types of comments, but the most use case will be single line comments. But why we don't use multi-line comments not used? How you can write the multi-line comments? Let's understand the scenario. How you can write the multi-line comments? Just you can write it here like this, right? Anyone know how you declare the string? Maybe If you have any idea on the Java or somewhere, maybe in the double quotes, right? Maybe in the Java it will be supports the double quotes, right?
Yes, double quotes.
Yeah. Suppose the scenario, let's assume the scenario in Python, strings concept. Future it will be get it, but for explaining this scenario, I am teaching. Okay. S equal to Python. Okay. S equal to Python. Print S. Anyone guess what is the output? Is it execute or it will be give any error?
It will execute.
Okay. Same. I will write one more scenario. S equal to Python. What happened? It will be execute.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
it
it
will
will
then.
be S equal to Python. It will be execute.
Yes.
Execute. Everything it will be in the string format. Okay. Here, assume the scenario if I write S equal to like this. What happened this? Is it a comment or a string? Is it a comment or a string? Anyone? Is it a
I
comment
think
or
it's a
a string? Yes, it's a
string. String.
string. Okay. Assume how you define that is the matter. Okay. Here what happened? How JPVM will going to work? Okay. When it's read line by line, what happened? It can, okay, get some space in the memory. When you mention the comment like this, what happened? It will create some space in your memory location, heap memory location. Just give me a second. I will explain clearly. What happen when you create the comment like this? Whenever the Python virtual machine, whenever it's command to execute line by line, right? How it's work? Line by line. When it execute, okay, create some 2 GB, assume the space will be created in where it's created in heap memory. Heap memory. Okay. What happened? How it's treated? It will be treated like a string initially. String initially when initial condition, when the execution started. Okay, whenever the executing time, after execution completed, then it understand there is no variable assigned to this particular string. Okay, then it understand there is no variable assigned to this particular string, then it will be treated as a comment. It will be treated as a comment, but initially it will create some amount of memory in the heap. That's why the most cases, the single line comments are the most useful way to write the comments. If you create the comments in the multiple line comments, what happen? Your code is not executed. No, your code will be executed absolutely. But what happen initially when you run the program? Okay, when you run the program, how it's run? Any program, how it's run? Assume the scenario. Suppose if you assume the scenario, how the programs will be run? Okay, if you write some program here, okay, if you upload into the server, okay, how the performance of the program will be increased? Performance, on what basis the performance will be calculated? Based on the size, based on the logic what you write, based on the memory what you used. Okay, suppose assume there is you have the write the code that will be the memory is 2 GB. But when you use for the initially multi-line commands, it will be occupies 2 GB. How much GB of the memory will be utilized? 4 GB of the memory is utilized. Okay, in your phone also everywhere you can see. Okay, the memory will be increased. The code, whatever the server running is very slow. Okay, just I am taking 4 GB. The server will be coming with 1000 GBs, 100 GBs, lakhs GBs. Okay, just you can take assume the scenario burden of 2 GB, extra burden of 2 GB. Maybe there is a chance of your server gets slow, you can get the output very slow. Okay, that's why most of the cases you guys preferred on the single line comments. Can you guys understand what is comments and what is the docstring? Why we cannot use multi-line comments in the more? Is it clear, everyone? Or anyone have any doubts? Please ask me here. Then I will move to the next topic. Please response. Is it clear or not? Still any confusions?
No.
Yeah, fine. Absolutely
No.
fine. Yeah, thank you. Next, the next is very important and everyone know data types. Okay, let's discuss very to be honest, we can go for somewhat the fast of this data types because everyone know integer, float and everything. If anything is important, I will explain on the more. Okay, let's see data types in Python. What are the different data types in Python? Let's go. Give me a second. I will open that file. Data types. Okay. Let's understand what is data type. What is data type? A data type represents a type of data stored into a variable of the memory. Okay. When we discuss at the earlier, okay, Python does not have any data type initialization, right? Data type initialization. But what is the main use of data type? Suppose I am storing 10 in some memory. Okay, then we need to understand what type we can store. It may be integer, it may be float, it may be none, it may be whatever may be any data type you need to store. Okay, that concept data types. The use of the data type we have, there are so many of built-in data types. Let's see what are the built-in data types in Python. We have none type. Don't worry about the none type. Then I will explain what is the none type. Everyone known, but Python little difference on the none type. Numeric type, the numeric type is nothing but int, float, complex. Okay, everyone know what is integer, what is float, how what is the complex. Okay, next one is the boolean, nothing but true or the false. Next sequence, string, byte, byte array, list, tuple and range. Byte array not in that much of use, but string, list, tuple and range are the very use cases in future you can see. And set data type and mapping data type, these are all the built-in data types in Python. Built-in data types in Python. Okay, let's move step by step. Let's move step by step. First, a equal to none, print a. Okay, let's understand what is none. What is none? Is everyone know null? Is everyone know null? Null is nothing but empty, right? Please yes or no. What is
Yes.
null? Yeah, null. Same like in Python, the null will be treated as a none. Null will be treated as a null. None. There is no null in Python. There is no null in Python. Everything will be none. That is nothing but the empty. That is nothing but the empty. Don't confuse. Suppose if you go in real time, if you see in database, okay, suppose ID, name, okay, number, okay, one, two, some name, some number, name, this will be null. In database, it show null only. But whenever you can write the program in Python, when you get the data, display the data, get the data time, it will be show none. It will be show none. Most of the cases we don't use none. We can put the condition if not equal to none, some condition. Whenever we can discuss of the if, then we can discuss about that how we can put the condition. Why we don't put null, what happened? Let's see in that. Okay, is it clear? What is none? None is nothing but the null. Okay, now assume here the scenario. Assume the scenario. Okay, I will comment it this. If I print, what happen here? I am getting the output as a none. Output as a none. Okay, but I don't know what is the data type. Can I mention here, suppose none or something? What happened? It raises some error because we don't want to mention any data type. We don't want to initialize any data type. Okay, how can I know this is what type? This is what type? You have the function called type. Don't forget about the function type. If you know in the real time also, is it a object or is it a list? Okay, is it a tuple or is it a dictionary or it a, what we can call generator object? Anything by using the type function, okay, you can print it and you can see the output. What type is this? Is the none type. This is the none type. How you know the type of the function, type of the variable? By using the type function. Okay, the next one is I'm moving the quick numeric data types. Nothing but integer I equal to 10. If I write the 10.20, it will be taken as a float. Is everyone know? The type is class int. Okay, the next one is the float. If you write anything in the decimal, we can treat it as a float. And complex, when you work on the when you study on the any complex, it's a real part and imaginary part is there. Let's assume the scenario here. I am taking C equal to 1 plus 2j. 1 plus 2j. Anyone's have idea what is the real part and what is the imaginary part here? Anyone? What is the one? Is it a real part or imaginary
Imaginary.
part?
One is real and two imaginary is two. So
Yeah, it's a real and imaginary part. Just that's it. Okay, the real part and a imaginary part we have the in the complex. Just if I write 1 plus 2j, if I execute, I am getting the output. Suppose if I am 1.1 plus 2.j, here I am taking two integers, okay, but here taking 1.1, 2.5, the floats, and you need to practice. I give the this 1 plus 2.j int plus float, it will be work. Okay, 1.2 plus 2j. Okay, if I want to type, all will be complex, complex, complex. What is the type? Complex type. Okay, next boolean data type. Everyone know, everyone know we have true, false. Okay, apart from 0, everything will be true. Okay, the true is nothing but 1 and false is nothing but 0. True is nothing but 1 and false is nothing but 0. You can get more on the boolean in future. Okay, if I create b1 equal to 1, okay, it will be taken as a true. If I create b equal to 0, it will be false. B equal to 2, If it say what happened when I am checking this is the boolean or not, it will be true. In the real time, you can get it apart from 0 or empty string. Apart from 0 or empty string, all are the false. Boolean false. Remaining will be true. Remaining will be. Okay. Let's see here. I am giving. Okay, the Boolean data type in Python represent the Boolean values. Two Boolean values, true or false. Python internally represented true as a 1 and false as a 0. A blank string, empty string also represented as a false. Also represented as a false. If I take an b1 equal to true, if I take, okay, but when you represented true or false, okay, true or false, those are case sensitive. Anyone have any idea what is case sensitive? Anyone? I think some experts are also there. What is case sensitive?
It's a uppercase, lowercase.
Yeah, if you represented anything, suppose if I try here, all the Python will be case sensitive. If I try a equal to 10, if I try to print a like this, then it raises an exception. A is not defined. Okay, when you print it, when you write the Python program anywhere, you need to check the case sensitive scenario. Case sensitive scenario. Same like when you represented Boolean data types, mainly we have the true and false. It will be case sensitive. Key T will be capital, remaining will be in the small. T will be capital, remaining will be in the small. If I try to execute this, what happen? Name true is not defined. Okay, these are the some of the keywords I will explain in the keywords. There are 32 keywords are there. In those 32 keywords, the true and false will be also come. In Python, the Boolean types recognized by using this way. If you write like this, it doesn't work. Same like the false condition also. When you check the condition, whenever in the real time, whenever you are going to check the conditions on the true or false, compulsory you can mention in this way, case sensitive way. You don't want to mention your own like f is small, a is capital like that, it doesn't work. Okay, you can go for with the more appropriate case sensitive way. Next one is the sequence data types. Next one is the sequence data types. Don't worry about more on the string. The string we can cover in the future. It's a 2 to 3 classes of the topic. It's a very big topic. We can talk about the string. This is the one data type. Byte and byte array. I will talk here. And list. This is one of the data type and same like a Python data structure also. Tuple also same and range also same. Range is a one of the using very used for the iterating the loops. Okay, whenever we can discuss about the loops concept, I will use the range function, keep it in mind. Okay, string is separate topic, list is separate topic, tuple is separate topic, and range is one of the functionality we can use for iterating the loops. We can discuss on the when we can discuss looping concepts. When I discuss on the looping concepts, let's see what is the string data type. We can define already in the single quotes, double quotes. Okay, all this way we can try it. Okay, what happen if you want to write in the multiple lines of the string? If I use the double quotes, what happen? It raises an exception. If I use what happen? It raises an exception. You can go for triple quotes. You can go for the triple quotes. What happened here? Python is okay. Yeah, let's understand here what happened if I use here single quote, if I use here double quotes. Okay, when you start with single code, when you start with single code, suppose whenever you can writing the code Python, okay, double quotes, it will be work. But if you type like this Python with here double quotes, the closing, the start will be single quotes and closing will be double quotes. It doesn't work. If you start with single quote, you can close the string with single quote. If you start with double quotes, you can close the string with double quotes. If you start with single triple quotes, you can stop the string with single triple quotes. Is it clear, everyone? How to start the string, how to end the string? Okay, the starting string notation and ending string notation will be in the same. You don't want to mix those scenarios. Next, understand what is byte data type. Okay, it's not that much of use. Okay, just you need to keep it for the interview purpose. Okay, group of byte just like a array. Everyone know how you can define the array like 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4. Okay, this group of bytes just like a array. Okay, byte number accept only positive integers, negative not accept. Okay, only it will accept the positive integers, negative is not accepts. Modification is not possible. What is the modification? Suppose first I define 1 comma 2 comma 3, after that I am trying to modify it to 5 comma 2 comma 3. I want to modify this place with this is not possible in bytes data type. What is not possible? Modification is not possible. The bytes must be in the range of 0 to 256. If you take 257 or something, it doesn't work. Let's try here step by step. You can see all these conditions, right? You can answer me. Now, your task, you can answer what happen if I execute this. Here two answers will be there. Please mention what is the answer of print by y and print type of by. Okay, don't worry about this type. Okay, what is the answer? It is executable or it raise any error? Please comment here. This is very important. I don't want to discuss in the future this. Yeah,
It will execute.
Execute.
execute 10, 20, 30. Okay. If I print type, what happen? Let's see. What type it will be print? It will be a list. Understand what happened here? What is the format this? List format. Is it a byte format? No, it's a list format. Okay. Now, how to convert to the bytes? Okay. Convert to byte. Convert to the byte type. If I try to execute, I am getting some byte format. Okay, don't worry about this. I am getting some byte format. And when I try to check the type of X, I'm getting bytes. I'm getting bytes. Suppose if I use here 10, 20, 30 minus 10. Okay, suppose assume the scenario here. One more scenario. Please mention the output. Uh, can I execute? What is the output? Is it execute or it give any error? Is it execute or it will give any error? Anything is fine. Please
It will
respond.
execute.
Execute.
Okay, fine. Absolutely fine. If I try to execute here, what happened? It give the error because I use here negative number. Clear? The negative numbers will be not accept. Same like here the modification byte must be in the range. Suppose if I treat it as this, in this case, x1 equal to byte. Yeah, that's fine. Now here, what is the x of 0? 10, right? X of 0 equal to 40. X of 0 equal to 40. What happen if I try to execute this? Is it execute or it will give any error? Please response. It execute or it will give any error? Leela Prasad, you told execute. Venkat Reddy, execute. Fine. Bytes object does not support item assignment. Okay. Please remember carefully when you work on the byte array, bytes data type. Okay, whenever work on the bytes data type, modification is not possible. What I am trying here, instead of 10, I need to try to store 40. I am trying to store 40. It's not possible to store this value. Clear? Okay, the modification is not possible. Negative numbers will does not accept. Next one is byte array data type. That is the bytes data type. This is byte array data type. Everything will be similar. Bytes data type cannot modified, but byte array data type can modify. Only that change. Okay, byte array. If I try to execute, it will be change. Can you guys understand what is the difference between bytes data type and byte array data type? Only one difference. Bytes data type cannot modify. Byte array data type can modify. Clear? Anyone have any doubts? Because I don't repeated this in the future, it doesn't come in the future. String remaining will be come in the future. If you have any doubts, you can ask. But here this is the last byte and bytes and byte array. Clear? The purpose of use case? Bytes is nothing but the binary format of notations like that. Please response clear. Can I go to the next?
Yes.
Yeah, fine. Next, list data type. Don't worry about that. We can discuss about the list data type in future. How you can declare the list inside the what we can call in the square brackets. We can type and you can type it. It will be list. And same like a tuple data type of the T. Okay, same like a range data type. What I told, most use case will be in the loops. We can see in the future. Okay, next coming into the set data type. Set data type also coming into the future, but there is a one data type I introduced. There is a one more set data type, frozen set data type. There is a one difference only available in the set and frozen set. Set and the frozen set. Okay, how you can declare a set data type? Inside the flower braces you can declare a set data type s equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3. What is the set? Okay, it allow the duplicates or not allow the duplicates. What are the set operations? We can discuss in the later. That will be the big topic. Okay, uh, what I am trying to do, I am updating, I am adding some value to the set. What happened? I am adding some value to the set. Can anyone observe what happened here? That a t, that a t is added to this particular set data. Okay, the one value is added when you use the update functionality. That the t is added here. If I check the type, this is the set type. Next, next, frozen set. If I try to get it, type of S, still it's a set. How I can convert by using the frozen set function. How can I convert? By using the frozen set function. If I convert, if I check the type, what is the type? Frozen set. Yes, yes is the set, fs is the frozen set. Now I am trying to update the frozen set. What happened? Frozen set object has no attribute update. Now please respond. What is the difference between set and frozen sets? I want everyone. How many are there in the call? I want everyone response here.
So
Uh,
set is mutable and frozen set is unmutable.
okay, that is one of the answer. That's fine. Any other? Maybe you can approach. He is told mutable and unmutable. Sorry, immutable. Maybe someone don't understand what is mutable and immutable. Just normal English. What happened here? If I am executing, what happened in the set? What happened in the frozen set?
Frozen
Ila
cannot be up.
Prasad, frozen cannot be edit, cannot modify. Okay. I'm waiting for remaining responses also.
Yeah, frozen cannot be modified and sets can be modified.
Okay. Only 3 persons are, I think, listening the class. Maybe 3 to 4 persons only. Okay, that's fine.
Same, it cannot be modified, I think.
Yeah, yeah, fine. Okay, the next last data type is mapping. We can call mapping also dictionary. This is one of the data sets. We have mainly 4 data sets in Python. That is the list, tuple, set, and dictionary. Okay, we can discuss in the separate concept dictionary how you can define with key value pairs. This is very important in real time. You can handle more work on the dictionary in the real time. You have more work with dictionaries in the real time. Okay, the mapping is nothing but the dictionary. The mapping is nothing but the dictionary. This is the key value files. If I type dict, it's a dictionary. Okay, this is all about the data types. Is everyone clear or anyone have any doubts? My task is done today. Okay, you need to work. Is clear, everyone?
Yes.
I'm giving a one task, right? In Google Class Notes. Everyone write some function like uh, a equal to. Okay, I want to see everyone. A equal to 10, B equal to 20. Right? Print a plus. I am not giving. I am writing the everything here only. Okay. Okay. What you need to do? Please write single line comments. Okay, mention everything in the single line comments. What is the A, what is the B, what is the I want to see everyone. Please post in the Google Notes. Okay, clear?
Okay.
And one more thing, coming into the data types. Okay, create all date. I will provide this anyway, this Jupyter notebook or whatever maybe you want. I am going to providing. Okay, don't worry about that. Okay, create all data types. Okay, with one example. Simple. I don't want to typical it. A equal to 10. Okay, print a and print type of a and mention with all lines in comments. Okay. What is a, what is print, what is the type, what happened if you go for the type. I explain what is the use of the type is the function to know the type of the variable. Just you need to mention that comment for the integer, for the string, for the okay, all the scenarios. Please create one snapshot page, okay, and you need to post it on Google Class Notes. Is everyone work? I am not giving big task, very simple task. It's a just 10 to 15 minutes of the task. Any console, any interpreter, if you write in the notepad, that also fine for me. You don't have any PyCharm, you don't have anything. Okay, I am not asking the output also. Just I am asking, you can define some data and you can mention in the comments. So what is the use of that? That's it. Okay. If you mention in the notepad, if you use the PyCharm, if you do in the screenshot, okay, don't use the chat GPT to copy, cut, paste. Okay, try to write in your own way, then you can understand. Okay, don't take images from any Google. Clear, everyone? Shall I close it?
Yeah.
Okay, I post the recording link also. Give me some time. Yesterday, I think 15 to 20 minutes it will be take for the uploading and everything. Okay. Please provide all your emails. Don't forget. If you forget,